What's up, collectors? P-Rockzilla back again for another review, and today we're going to take an old piece from Diamond Select Toys, and this is the Diamond Select Toys Game of Thrones Jon Snow Gallery Diorama statue piece with his direwolf. Definitely a piece. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I love the first Game of Thrones series. I'm loving the House of Dragon. Just anything in general with medieval times back then, and dragons and fantasy is a big thing for me. So with that in mind, thank you for Diamond Select Toys for bringing this to me and letting me do a review on this piece, knowing that I'm a Game of Thrones fan, and the fact that they are actually starting to make figures from, not only figures, but statues and busts from the House of Dragons and some other Game of Thrones figures. So definitely intrigued to see what they're gonna be making. So I'm excited to get this first one to take a look at this first one right here and get this out of the box. So before we do that, please hit the like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and let's get this review started. Dale! What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. And as always, let's take a look at the box before we get the figure out the box. So right there in the front, you got a warning, biohazards, ages 14 and up. You got the Gallery Diorama logo right there. You got Game of Thrones right there. Jon Snow, PVC, Diorama. You got the nice throne right here with the ice all over it. Got a nice picture right there with the throne there too. Game of Thrones in the back, on the side. And then right there, nice picture of the Gallery Diorama statue piece. Game of Thrones, Diamond Select Toys, HBO. And if you want to go ahead and pause and read that, go ahead and pause and read that. The other side, same thing as the other one. Game of Thrones, Gallery Diorama. Nothing on top, just the Game of Thrones. And then right on the bottom, you have all the legal information. Locate a comic book shop near you. All right, let's go ahead and get this out the box. Once you get out the box, you agree with the clamshell. It's basically encased in a clamshell. You can see that if you could feel the bottom portion of the statue right there. Basically hollow. And you see the clamshell right here. Tape on both sides. So there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get it out the clamshell so you can see in detail with 4K all the details on this statue. And now we got Jon Snow out the package. So let's go ahead and take a look at the statue real quickly and in 4K. You can see all that detail. Real quick, the thing that sticks out the most to me is the House Stark emblem, the emblem right there, the direwolf right there. That looks real cool. I like the way they paint into that. The paint on there looks very shiny, looks very metallic. And you got the design going all the way across the base. Kind of reminds me of the Prime 1 statue for the Berserk. Has these kind of like the same type of designs going across the base. And then you see the sand and the dirt there. You see the paws of Ghost, if I remember correctly, the direwolf right here. You see the paws here, his tail. You see all that detail going across the bottom. I'm just going to bring my brightness a little bit higher just so you can see all that detail in there. There we go. You can see the hair on the direwolf. I like the way that's sculpted on there and everything. Got that nice going on. When you got the robes here. Now, I do have the 3-0 figure for Jon Snow. And it does have the same armor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's the same armor. So this is pretty accurate here. I like the way they detailed the little rivets in there, the little pins. That looks real cool. Then you see the belt there. The belt is a soft plastic, so you can kind of move it a little bit. But you can see all that detail on that belt. Look at that. That's pretty cool. The detail they put, the small details they put on there. Then like the hair on the cape, his pants, the boots. And you see more like the blood on the direwolf. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Ghost, if I remember correctly. Now, I don't remember him having his ear cut off. I gotta watch again. I'm not sure this is something that Diamond Select Toys just did their own version of this. But you'll see that they did a nice job with the paint on the eyes. The other ear looks good. You turn back, you got patterns going all the way down Jon Snow's cape. And this cape is cool. I like this because, like I said, my figure has the same cape. You have the fur going through here. On the top of the cape, you have his man bun. Man bun. Going around here. Then we go across here. Let's look at this even more. You see the gloves. The gloves are pretty cool. The gauntlets, same thing with the rivets going on there. That same, like a kind of like a material. It's kind of like it's weird because the 3-0 figure has like weird material for this, but definitely cool. Soft and cushiony. Then you got the logos right there, the two dire wolves looking at each other. And then this is the part that I'm gonna say real quick, right? I like the way the statue is, like the pose. The only thing I don't like too much is that face sculpt. That to me doesn't fully look like Jon Snow. It looks like Julio Snow, maybe. Like, you know, he looks like a Hispanic dude. So it looks like Julio Snow right here. The bastard child. So there you go. But yeah, that's the only thing I would say. Like from down here, it looks like him, but just something with the eyes, like the eyes and the forehead, just something is a little off. They got the scar on him and everything, so that looks cool. The hair is actually done good. The beard is actually done good too. It's just something with the eyes, I think it is. I'm not sure, but just something is off here. You got the hair and the man bun in the back, the hair going down to the back right here. And then you got the straps here for the cape. Then let's look at the sword. Sword definitely detailed, nicely painted. Looks like metal. Soft plastic, so it does bend a little bit, so you don't have to worry about it breaking completely. If it does fall, you got the hilt there. The hilt looks cool. And then that's it. All right, so there's all the detail on the Jon Snow gallery diorama. Let's go ahead and do a quick size comparison. All right, now we got Jon Snow ready for a size comparison. Let's go ahead and bring in another gallery diorama piece from Diamond Select Toys. And this is one of my favorite ones. And this is the G.I. Joe Destro gallery diorama. Now let's bring in another figure. And this is actually going to be a 1/6 scale figure from Game of Thrones. And this is going to be the 3-0 Bran, which is Jon Snow's brother. You gotta roll them in here. Roll. Yeah, about. So there's Bran. And last but not least, I just want to bring something kind of different. And this is going to be made by Robots Godzilla. Just put it right in the front because it's kind of the same. So there you go. Quick size comparison with two different because the Destro is a gallery diorama. So two other pieces, just in case you have any of these pieces in your current collection. You're curious how Jon Snow will fit in your collection. All right, let's go ahead and get the final thoughts and final poses. Okay, so I brought in real quick my Jon Snow, my 3-0 Jon Snow right there on the Iron Throne. Just real quick, I want to show you guys so you can see a quick comparison of a more accurate Jon Snow. You can see the suit is almost identical. The only difference I see is the flaps are black on the statue and then they're like more brown on the figure. I'm not sure which is more screen accurate, but I just want to show the face more because this is just the thing that sticks out to me the most is just the face. Like the one on the right, like I said, Julio Nieves, Jon Snow, or Julio Snow, and then Jon Snow on the left right there. You can see the difference is. I think more likely probably what the problem is I see is the chin on the statue. I think the chin is a little shorter and the face is a little more rounder compared to the 3-0 one, which is a little more accurate to me. You can see his face is like a little more longer, and then his chin area is like, you know, a little more longer and detailed on the actual figure compared to the statue. Just real quick, I want to show you guys what I was talking about when I compared the two in the previous scene. And there we have a nice 360 full 4K display of Jon Snow and his dire wolf Ghost. Definitely a cool piece if you're a Game of Thrones fan. The only negative, like I said before, was that face sculpt. To me, is a little bit off, but everything else looks cool in this. And it's definitely, if you have a Game of Thrones collection, this is definitely basically a nice added bonus to your collection. I currently have the 3-0 figures. Unfortunately, that's the only company that makes them currently. And they're like hit and miss with most of those figures. A lot of the good looking ones and then some that are not so good looking. Same ballpark with this statue where the face sculpt is off. But this right here, just the pose by itself already, that base, I love that base, man. It gives you that Prime 1 feel. I love the sigil in the front. Just the way it's painted is perfect. I love the paint application on this piece right here. The metals and all the rivets and everything, all the details on the cape, the details on the fur. It's just, I wish they paid more attention to that face sculpt, man. That face sculpt, it's just off to me. But still, you know, if you would see this, you would know it's Jon Snow. Like someone walks into your house, oh, that's a nice Jon Snow statue. So they would see that and think that. Now, I said before, I think Diamond Select Toys, they've only made Daenerys and Jon Snow so far. So I'm thinking I got to reach out to them again. They were good people at Diamond Select Toys. I got to reach out to them so I can ask them. I know they're making the House of the Dragon figures and statues. So I know they're doing some busts for some of the dragons, but I'm not sure if they're going to continue the Game of Thrones. I hope they do because I'm liking it so far. I need to grab that Daenerys to kind of have my Jon Snow. As you can see from my previous size comparison, I had Daenerys and Jon Snow together. I got to have those together. But I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, I will also put little thing right there, just to let you guys know, in the description of this video, there will be a link for this or any other Diamond Select pieces you want to get, any gallery dioramas or mini mates, would be in the bottom description of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale. That's my bad interpretation of that beautiful Game of Thrones soundtrack. Love that intro music. I love that they use their House of Dragons too. So, woo!